It was like stuffy.
One might say. I don't know why this is an argument against democracy in his mind.
Anyways, thank you.
He's trying to
You're
literally
welcome.
say that
You
Iran
have
has like a
good night.
perfect democratic
All
regime,
right.
Average night.
and
You
that's
have
why
average
Alrighty.
night.
democratic
Either or, I'll see you
society
around,
is
and or
trying to
later.
All right.
execute
Yeah. See ya.
Alright.
Iranian protesters. Ironic because America, you would say, and assume has a theoretical democracy, and that country, America, has capital punishment, just like Iran does, and has actually enacted capital punishment, something that Steven Crowder is 100% on board with. America also beats the shit and brutalizes its protesters regularly. Another thing that this motherfucker is on board with. So I don't get what he's saying. Like he's just not even making a single coherent and consistent take here.
Just like Bernie Sanders.
I'm starting to think that Hasanabi is like a ISTP. I'm starting to like really get that vibe. Like he has no no intuition, no higher functioning intuition, no hero, no parent. As far as I'm concerned, I'm looking at like Ti. I mean, in upper levels here, and I'm not necessarily seeing, any extroversion. I'm seeing a lot of internalizing being extroverted, but I'm not seeing, him taking, not absorbing, in such an extroverted way, energies. But I'm definitely sensing like I'm starting to think he is probably Ti Dom, potentially, most likely, either or. I mean, hero. I mean, it would make sense. He likes to go on tangents. He likes to go on monologues about differences when it comes to subjects. He really wants to go down. I mean, when you have an argument with this guy, he's like going to keep going on and on and on and on and on and on. It's going to be unending his introverted thinking process. It's just a matter of finding what he's extra, what's giving him the energy, and I could very well be SC as a parent. And he does talk about a lot about what's right, for the world and people to which doesn't necessarily. I mean, he could be like, obviously FE inferior, but I mean, it's a lot about what should be done. It really is starting to seem like he's ISTP.
Socialism.
It's just they're just openly admitting it. They literally are openly admitting that it's just we like all the things that Iran is doing. We want it to happen in America, but under the banner of like white Christianity. Then it's good. If it's not under that banner, then it's bad.
And by the way, hey, please, if you're on YouTube right now, hit the like button.
Oh my God, he's like constantly begging for all this shit. Holy fuck, I'm losing.
You don't.
Around Europe decided that apparently protesting for LGBTQ AAIP right, they couldn't fit it all on there, so they had to stop.
Right.
All those rights, they were going to wear an armband or an inconsequential armband for one person. Just the captain of the team wears that armband, by the way, so one guy running around with it. But FIFA actually said, well, I'm not going to do that, and if you do, we'll give you a yellow card and give you a fine.
Dude, come on, Steve, go ahead, defend LGBT rights, dude. Come on, Steve. I can't. Oh no. Oh no! When it's against Qatar, he's like, oh dude, holy shit! Wait, there's no way he's gonna do it, right? There's
And
no
they're
way.
like, no, we're absolutely going to go ahead and do this, and that's in one day before. I'm not kidding. One day before, they're saying we will absolutely do this, and then Harry Kane actually was one of the guys who was supposed to do it. I don't know. Did you already bring up? Yeah, Harry Kane looking tough right there with his one love.
Honestly, I just thought he was a soccer player.
And then they decided,
Yeah, they're
That's
gay.
not their normal
Soccer.
uniform?
Yeah,
no. So you know what a yellow card is? It's basically like a.
There'd be no way of knowing.
It's a heart with red.
Yeah, soccer players are gay. Unlike me, Steven Crowder, a beacon of heteronormative masculinity. You know what I mean?
Rainbows.
That's it. It shouldn't really be like, definitely not, the TI. If he is indeed, if he does have FE as inferior, I mean, yeah, that kind of explains what's ticking him off. Like,
It's cool.
Yeah.
They were going to give Harry Kane a yellow card to start the match, which means
What
he
you
can't
drinking,
foul anybody
Hasanabi?
so egregiously that he gets another one. And he was like, well, that's just too much. I can't do that. I can't play into that, right? So according to Sky News, the One Love campaign was originally initiated by the Netherlands.
The problem with ISTPs that I have are that if I were to say that I have problems, they don't know when to stop. That Hero TI just don't stop. It just don't. They just don't. As an NI Dom, I'm like, and I'm switching, I'm going, in my loop, my NI TI loop. So, I'm a TI user too. And I'm looping that shit with my NI, and I'm like, dude, just give it up. Just give it. You don't have to argue. You don't have to keep on going on a tangent. You don't always have to be right. The truth is important. Finding out the truth is important, but when you got that fucking TI fucking hero and you just fucking going list after list, tangent after tangent, with no solution in mind, it's just a tangent, you're just going off, you're taking it personal, it's your internal logic, you're being offended internally about how you see the world. Your information of the world, your knowledge of the world. As an NI user, it drives me nuts because at the end of the day, we all have to come together. We all have to work together.
Inclusion and send a message against discrimination. You guys are gay enough. You don't need
That's
to
kind of cool thing about being a TI child, though. So anyway.
And then he immediately pulled it. He immediately pulled it. Look, this is the thing. Also, keep in mind, this is not. There are a couple of other layers to this story. 6,500 migrant workers died constructing these stadiums, facilities in Qatar. I'm willing.
Steven Crowder on board with labor rights? What? Steven Crowder on an anti-slavery arc?
Look how he looks for like every little thing he's looking for. Hasanabi, every little thing, he's able to pick. Virtually anything that comes up, any information, he's able to virtually instantaneously to pick apart and find some negative reasoning in this case scenario.
What's going on here? Oh,
It's
yeah,
impressive talent. It is. I just wouldn't want to conversate with that talent.
That's right. It's because fucking Qatar is doing it. That's right. That's the reason.
Like, I refuse to debate TI heroes. I mean, INTPs... It's gonna be similar to a certain extent. I mean, they're gonna go on, and they're gonna pick through, but it's not gonna be this bad. There's gonna be. I mean, there'll be the reasoning, but there'll be. It's just the same. Fuck it, it's just the same.
It's the fucking brown.
I like Jordan Peterson. I do. The Elon Musk in the world. I mean, it is what it is on that.
Them boys doing it. That's why he hates it now. That's awesome.
So what's going on, Hasanabi? More than. Okay, so discussions migrant workers. See, here I am, just NI Dom, just kind of going through the information of sorts, just kind of perceiving, taking it in, and then I'm always in my NI-TI loop for the most part, unless I'm around people, then my FE automatically by default kicks in. And then I start taking everything I've internalized and I start to fucking extrovert it out with the people around me. People mistake FE for harmony. FE is not necessarily harmony. You maybe in sensor types, but not in intuitive types. I don't care the intuitive. When my FE, when I am drawing from within and I'm extroverting out, my FE, it can be very intolerable. I could crack the worst, most inappropriate jokes that I've internalized, that I've taken in, processed, and just send
More
it
slaves
right
on Earth
out.
right now than
Just
ever in
offend
recorded history,
everyone
over
right and
40 million.
left.
We've talked about that in the past.
Especially
And
FI
wait.
users and T
Yeah.
users can be like looking like, what the fuck's going on
A
here?
fat chunk of slavery happening on Earth is happening in the
Especially
American
SI
carceral
users.
system.
Oh god.
What the fuck is he saying right now? Hello? What? Bro! That's us, man. We're doing it. You love that shit. When we're doing it, you LARPing ass motherfucker living in Austin, Texas, acting like you're an American. What the fuck? Every single thing he has said, dude, it would be a really funny video, okay?
Every single thing
to
he's
look at,
definitely
like,
a TI user.
Every single thing he's said so far, and then just like compare, like from, you know, Steven Crowder's like coverage of America. You know what I mean? Steven Crowder on Colin Kaepernick. You know what I mean? Like, I want to see. This is just one of his bits that he did about Colin Kaepernick.
Mm-hmm.
Where he said it's like when Kaepernick said that like the draft system is like slave markets. 49ers Colin Kaepernick idiotically protest national.
By the way, I like that he's actually finally, because I haven't seen him in his videos really. The ones that he's posting on YouTube, I don't know about his streams. You know, backing up his claims with some type of information, as he would say, empirical. But anyway,